Warriors get the much-needed bounce-back win against the struggling Raptors. This Warriors loss was their 5th straight L. Poole led the way with a career-high 43 points on 14 for 23 shooting, 5 for 11 from 3. His first 40-point game of his career. The Raptors had nobody for JP. Poole had his way with whoever they put on him. Without OG Anunoby, the Raptors just don't have anyone that can stay in front of Poole. Between his midi pull-up and his floater, he's a legit 4-level scorer, as he calls it. Layup, floater, mid-range, 3-point shot, he can score from anywhere on the court. This was also one of his better defensive games I've seen. He held his own against Scotty Barnes. When you put up 43 points and have this type of defensive effort, that's what it's going to take to win games with Steph out for the next 3 or 4 weeks. Here's what Kerr and Draymond had to say about Poole's game.
He's played a lot of great games for us, so if it's not the best, it's definitely one of the few best, because he was great at both ends. You know, his defense was excellent. I thought he was patient offensively. Got us into our offense well. He just set the tone. He just carried us.
Like you just said, he was incredible on both sides of the ball. And when you connect the game like that, things go your way. We all know what a special talent he is. And, you know, he's been going through some growing pains. And, you know, to see him come out tonight and have the game that he had, especially with Steph, you know, being down and, you know, us needing to get a win, it was really huge. So it's great to see him play that way. And I thought his effort on the defensive end carried over to the offensive end. Great.
Draymond kicked off the game going back and forth with Siakam, both of them hitting a couple first-quarter threes. The Raptors were sagging off Green, giving him butt-naked, wide-open threes. And thankfully, Draymond made them pay. After his third made three, the Raptors finally started closing out on him, allowing him to attack closeouts, create advantages for his teammates. This was one of Draymond's best games of the season. Without Steph, the Warriors are going to need more scoring from him. It's essential that he continues to make these teams pay for not guarding him. This is what Kerr had to say about Draymond's game.
Yeah, that was a great start. You know, Draymond was feeling good right from the beginning of the game, and I don't think I've ever seen, I think he had 13 points in the first 5 or 6 minutes of the game. By the first time out, he had 13, which was crazy. But Draymond's amazing, such a competitor, such an incredible defensive player. And those shots were huge for us. They just helped us get off to a really good start.
Was there like a mini heart attack when you let the third one fly?
Oh, no. He was hot at that point. You gotta let it fly.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know what to expect from Klay this game. This was his first game back in Toronto since tearing his ACL in Game 5 of the 2019 Finals, 1,287 days ago. Klay probably looked at this game as another mental hurdle to overcome. I wouldn't have been surprised if he came out trying to do too much. But instead, Klay did the exact opposite. He actually played a poised, patient game. He didn't force too many shots, and he was routinely making the right play. He had 4 assists, which for Klay is a great passing game. He also played strong defense. The Raptors tried to post him up and overwhelm him with size, but he held his own. Klay's strength is an underrated aspect of his defense. He can guard bigger players in the post. I vividly remember in those Cavs-Warriors finals, Love tried to bully Klay on switches and got strapped. Klay's not the level of on-ball defender he used to be pre-injuries, but if you avoid matching him up with quicker guards, he does just fine. This is Looney's second straight double-double, putting up 11 and 11. Last game against the Sixers, he was 1 assist shy of a triple-double. I don't know what the exact numbers is on it, but I'm pretty sure Looney's had more and ones this season than he's had in any other year, and we're barely 1/3 through the season. His finishing has come a long way. Before this season, if it was any type of contact, Looney wouldn't finish. Shoot, sometimes it wouldn't be any contact and Looney still wouldn't finish at times. So it's good to see how far he's come as a finisher.
Back-to-back double-double. What's kind of been going right in terms of your personal rhythm of these lessons?
Just been more aggressive on the offensive end, especially with Steph being out, just trying to attack the rim when I'm open and take what the defense gives me. So just trying to be more aggressive now. In the locker room, we're just trying to, my role is more to bring everybody together. You know, kind of that, like you said, I'm in the middle. Now I got in of the age gap, so I'm able to relate to the young guys and the older guys. So just trying to relate the culture, you know, the winning habits that, you know, all the older guys taught me, try to, you know, bring it to the younger guys and explain to them what the, you know, coaches and the older guys expect. So I'm one of those guys that kind of been through what they've been going through, and, you know, not playing and in and out the lineup. So I know how they feel. And just.
It may not seem like it from the box score, but Dante had a pretty solid game. 5 points and 6 assists, but his passing stood out. He had 1 transition pass to JP that was nasty. His activity defensively in the passing lanes and forcing turnovers is something the Warriors desperately need after losing GP2. He's not as good as GP2 defensively, but he's still really solid, and offensively he's capable of knocking down shots. After a slow start, he's now up to 37% from 3. JaMychal Green has some solid contributions off the bench. He hit 2 threes this game. He's now 5 of 8 over his last 3, dating back to the Pacers game. JaMychal's had a disappointing start to the season, but he's starting to trend upwards these past handful of games. Like Draymond, him hitting shots keeps the defense honest. The Warriors need 3-point production from their front court, and since Looney doesn't shoot, and Draymond rarely does, it's vital when JaMychal's hitting shots. If he's not, it's hard to play him when teams don't respect his offense.
Toronto switches everything, and so one of the thoughts going into the game was that JaMychal could play a big role because of his ability to stretch the floor as a big. Starting Draymond and Loon together, you don't have ideal spacing. So for Draymond to go out there and knock down 3 threes and then JaMychal to come in, make a couple more, getting 5 threes from our big guys was a game changer.
Kuminga only got 5 minutes to run this game. Kerr gave him a quick cook after he took a bad mid-range shot in the second quarter. After that, he was glued to the bench the rest of the game. I understand Kerr's frustrations at times, but I feel like JK's recent play has earned him more rope. We should be past the days of Kuminga making one mistake and not sitting in court the rest of the game. Especially with Wiggins out, the Warriors need Kuminga's defense and athleticism. Luckily, the team played so well they didn't need Kuminga. But at some point down the line, Kerr's going to have to give the kid a longer leash. The Warriors are going to need Kuminga as ready as possible for the postseason. It was a good win that the Warriors had to have. The Warriors have 2 more games on this East Coast road trip, a Knicks-Nets back-to-back, before going back home to host the Grizzlies on Christmas. It's going to be hard beating the Nets without Curry. They've actually been playing pretty well, but the Warriors have to win that Knicks game. Wiggins should be good to go by then. With the way the team played last game, if they can get Wiggins back and continue to play this well, they should be able to hold it down until Steph comes back. There's no reason they can't. They definitely have the talent. Anyways, that's all I got for y'all. If you stuck around this long into the end of the video, I appreciate you. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow your boy on Twitter at Holly_415. I'm out, y'all. Peace.